Palm Springs, I had a client, they lost their FOB, $400 plus tip. I just drove up. What we don't do for our clients as private drivers. Now, shocking news, breaking news, full-on punishment. Dara Koshashawi's wife, Sydney, why is your husband being a dick? Why is he being an absolute dick? Because drivers won in Colorado, because Uber is fearful that drivers will start pushing the same legal approach, language, roadmap to get a state to disclose the riders' numbers and the drivers' numbers up front. They're trying to discourage drivers from pushing for this new law, this new legislation which passed in Colorado, and they're taking the tips away. And in the wording, I'm not making this up, Colorado drivers have been texting me all the same message, right? This is a message that only Colorado drivers are getting. You guys are going to be losing millions and millions of dollars. This is in the message from Uber. They say drivers are going to lose millions of dollars. We are taking away punishment, the ability for the rider to tip during the trip. Do I have smoke alarms in my house? Of course I do. Because the stream is on fire. Yes, it is. It'll be on fire. You'll see how many people will be in this feed. It's going to be fuego. Can you guys believe this? I mean, this is a powerful message from Uber. Don't try and bring new laws in a state. We'll take the ability of tipping away. And in their message, they say drivers, so he's being a complete dick. They're admitting you guys are going to be losing millions of dollars because we took the ability to tip during the trip away from you. And they tied it to the new Colorado law. Steve drives for Lyft in the United States. Good for you, my friend. I mean, isn't this insane? Isn't this insane? So deport criminal says, got your deportation wagon ready. Has nothing to do with the live feed. So I'm going to unfortunately have to slap you out of the live feed. Sorry. I mean, don't be a dick like Dara Koshashawi. So yeah, I made a good quick $400 plus tip just for going to Palm Springs to deliver a fob. Then I get this insane message. Colorado is just texting me and emailing me. Check this out. It's punishment. It's punishment from Uber to the drivers. We are going to cost you millions of dollars in tips. Retaliation. Surely the FTC, now I don't know, under Lena Khan in the FTC, she was doing stuff. I'm not sure this new FTC guy, Andrew Ferguson, is going to do anything for drivers. And the question is, what legal ramifications will this have for Uber if one can prove that they're tying this to this new law and it's more sort of seen as punishment? Surely the government should come down on Uber. This is retaliation. And Dara Koshashawi, maybe you're watching the video, at 9 o'clock at night. Maybe one of your directors will show you this video. But my message to Dara's wife is, why did you marry such a dick? Such a dick. I mean, this is the most childish dick move. Retaliating, punishing, because we actually slapped Uber down, and they are so afraid. They are so afraid we are going to take the state by state by state by state. Hiding behind their First Amendment bullshit. They lost the case. I've been doing great. Working my ass off. James Martin in the house. Uber needs to own up. Exactly. Thieves. Getting a lot. I mean, thieves. That's what they are. I mean, it's they found an angle to steal millions of dollars worth of tips, and they're not shy. They said it straight up front in the message to Colorado drivers. There it is, black and white. You're going to be losing millions of dollars in tips. And they take it further. You're going to lose part of your pro rewards, destination filter, the ability to get direct customer service, all taken away, all punishment. It's actually pretty damn sad. It is pretty damn sad. Tyron, you're absolutely right. It's pretty damn sad. And I don't know if Dara's wife, Sydney, watches these videos of Judy. It's pretty damn sad what your husband did there. All I can say, complete dick move. I don't know why a person would be such an arsehole and okay that. And will the FTC act? I doubt it. Will lawsuits be filed against Uber for this? I hope so. This is pure retaliation, nothing else. What do you think? I mean, the question is, can they still, does anybody know if they can still, is there any Colorado driver out there that's actually witnessed this new adjustment live? I mean, do you actually get tipped after the trip? Is there still an ability to tip you? And why did Uber say drivers are going to lose millions of dollars? It's very simple, my friends. They do not want drivers to do this in Texas. They do not want drivers to do this in New York, in California, in the Carolinas, in Utah, in New Mexico, in Arizona, in Nevada. They're trying to send a very powerful message. Don't F around, we'll take your tips away. So you've seen it, huh? So Tyron is in Colorado and he's seen it. So there's your proof right there. It's sad, my friends. Zeus is in the house. Connecticut. Shout out to Connecticut. Sweetie's in the house. The mom of two that works 12 hours a day, and they just treat us like crap. I'm very sorry to hear that. I mean, you're a mother of two, working around the clock to take care of your kids, and they're just treating you like crap. Thank you for sharing. Ruben's in the house. $200 Uber drivers in San Diego airport. I mean, what do you think about this? This is not cool, Dara. This is a dick move, a D-I-C-K move. A total Dara dick move, DDM. Dara dick move, DDM. Why? Why punishment? Why retaliation? You made so much money. His net worth is $250 million on driver's back. and he still treats drivers like dicks. I would hate to be that CEO, because people are on his case, I can tell you that. They do not like this CEO, because this CEO, every single opportunity he gets to screw drivers over, he takes it. Ryan's in the house. Just shows a screen starting 20 minutes away. No other information. Yeah, Dara should have a tattoo on his arm, on his forearm. DDM. Dara Dick Move. Mr. Watson's in the house from Colorado. How do you, Mr. Watson, Elric Watson, how do you feel about this? I mean, he sends you a message today. Did you get the message, yes or no? I guess you did. And in that message, black and white, drivers are going to lose millions of dollars in tips. That to me is pure retaliation for Colorado passing this law. And Uber got slapped down royally. So Tony West, Dara Khosrowshahi, is this your answer? Is punishment your answer? Because if punishment and retaliation is your answer, drivers will be coming for you. February the 14th, my suggestion is shut Colorado, shut Denver down, Colorado Springs, do a caravan, Uber denying drivers tips, placate it all over your car, get a caravan going and show them no love, hashtag no love on February the 14th in Colorado. They're not showing you love on the tips, they're taking them away. So get them into the media. Get your posters on the car. Uber took our ability to tip away. You got to educate the public, Colorado. I mean, all they're doing now is sending powerful messages because they do not want this to spill over. They don't want this law to spill over into other cities and other states. So they're sending a lot of threatening messages, threats after threats after threats, retaliating. There it is, black on white. You can read the thumbnail. Yeah, definitely saturation. I mean, saturation has a lot to do with the fact that all these illegal accounts, these third-party accounts are available where people don't have the social security, but they're renting accounts. Lee's in the house. Absolutely. I agree with you. I hope those lawsuits go state by state against Uber. Uber filed the lawsuit against Colorado. Colorado should be an example. All states should follow and implement those laws. They're just saying no to transparency. They're just saying, hey, do not shame us. We don't want transparency. And because you pushed for transparency and because you shamed us, we are taking your tips away. What else is this? This is punishment. This is retaliation. I agree. Let's get it going. Jeff's right. Let's get it going in all states. It's shocking. I mean, my message to Dara's wife, Sydney, what's up with your husband's psychology that he always has to retaliate and punish? What's going on there? I mean, this guy punished his former wife. He's not taking care of his kids. His kids he's had with his first wife. He's not. He cut her off. There's a new wife, new kids. This is how this guy rolls. It's pretty disturbing. And I mean, I have a major in psychology and a major in business, right? I love psychology. Sort of looking behind all of this nonsense and interpreting why are humans doing this? Only conclusion I can come to is that this is punishment. You guys started this. We're gonna stop this by punishing you. Casey's in the house. Thank you so much. Very kind of you. Very much appreciated. Casey's a member. Shout out. Fantastic. C Money says Trump. Lots of love signs. We're not in a political channel right now. We're in a Rideshare channel. If you love Trump, then you got to see money. Sending a lot of love to Trump, then you need to tell Trump that the FTC guy, the new guy, Andrew Ferguson, must act. Yeah, pink poop. Pink poop for Dara. Dara Dick Move, DDM. Tattooed on his back, on his ass, on his forearm. DDM. RBL in the house. All these gig apps take it out on the drivers. That's it. I mean, in all honesty, all they're trying to get is to AV, to cut drivers off. They're just trying to get to that finishing line so that they can substitute drivers for AVs for Waymos. So let's take as much as we can right now. Let's take all of these millions of dollars of tips. Let's not pay these people. How dare they bring out laws? How dare they? Let's punish them. That's what's going on here, my friends. Maurice in the house. I need to come back to Crazy Vegas. I'm gonna be in Vegas on February the 23rd. February the 23rd. Any Vegas drivers out there? You want to meet up on February the 23rd? I'm gonna be there. Vasilios is in the house. Greetings. June 25th, decision time in Chicago. Thank you for sharing. Jesse's in the house. I'm not going to get into politics, but the people that voted for Donald Trump, he made you a lot of promises. Make sure he keeps them. I think Republicans and Democrats suck. I don't think there's any competent politician out there, not even on the horizon, not even in the near future. I was hoping there's maybe some golden star on the horizon. Nothing. Both sides have nothing. There's no standout politician. Tornadoes in the house. George is in the house. Minnesota, shout out. And there's several Colorado drivers in the live feed. Send me your screenshots and give me updates on this new BS message where they're taking your tips away. Let me know how this is affecting your week, right? Monday to Monday. You know generally how many tips, there's sort of like an average you get every week on tips. Sadly, it's going down, but monitor this for a week and see how much it impacts your tips. Uber straight up said drivers will lose millions of dollars. That's a threat. That's a retaliation right there. I can't sort of interpret it any other way. It could be. I mean, the paid membership to the channel could be, maybe you could put it down as a marketing expense. You could try. It's not much money. But I have a great tax guy, so, and I have multiple streams of revenue. So you got to have a good tax guy. Have different LLCs, S corporations. I couldn't pull that off on TurboTax or no. Hire a tax guy. Jeff Lawson says, at one time I was 98% acceptance rate. I've been driving nonstop. My car says, would you like to take a break? My car said, would you like to take a break? No, thank you. I'm busy having a great conversation with my friends and subscribers in my channel. I don't want to take a break. And I'm driving back from Palm Springs. Just made myself another sweet $400. Private client. No people in the car. All I did is bring a fob, F-O-B, because they lost the key. So I went and got the replacement fob and I drove it up to Palm Springs. Man, infuriates me how shameful they are, how they treat drivers. It's disgusting. And these individuals wonder why they're giving birth to the Luigis of the world. They wonder why this happens. They bring it upon themselves because they're constantly screwing human beings over. And to write a message, hey, we're taking pro rewards away. We're taking the ability away for the rider to tip you during the trip. That's punishment, man. You're admitting to the fact you're taking away, you're punishing. And you tie it in with a big, bold heading called Colorado laws. As of February the 1st, we are going to do this and this and this and this to you. So make very sure other states don't follow. So this is a DDM, a Dara dick move, and probably also Tony West dick move. TWDM, Tony West dick move. Tony West, does your wife know that you have all these dick moves every single week? That all you can do is circumvent the law, and he's very well known for that. Huh? Tony West is very well known for circumventing the law, and he's also well known to punish. All I can say is good luck with that strategy, Tony West. Private clients are the only way. The only way. I mean, I try to get off the Uber and Lyft drug, me personally. Now the only attachment I have as a private driver to Uber and Lyft is that I lease out a lot of vehicles to drivers in California and other states so that they can be on the Uber and Lyft platform. And out of everything that Uber does every single day, they only have one good product in my eyes. It's called Uber Fleet. I teach you the Uber Fleet in my private chauffeur course. It's below. It's actually a good product. Everything else that Uber does is either corrupt bait and switch, retaliation as they showed today, or dick moves, DM, just dick move after dick move after dick move. Tony West, dick move. Dara Khosrowshahi, dick move. Josh Gould, dick move. It's all they know. It's the only language they know. But there is, my friends, there is a universe. Believe me, there is a universe, and there is such a thing as Karma. Karma. Dara Khosrowshahi, there is such a thing as karma. Josh Gould from Uber, there is such a thing as karma. Tony West, I want to remind you, there is a thing called karma. And karma can come back and bite you in the ass. It can bite you in the ass like, karma. Or you dish out, you do good in the universe, you help, you assist, you motivate. Oh, and then you get good rewards back. George Mendes. We're not talking about the Lyft driver and the 500-pound lady. This is a different video. So, just going to remind you. That driver, I'll guarantee you, will be deactivated, and I'll guarantee you another thing. I'll put money on both. Lyft will settle with that rapper. Guaranteed. Austin, Texas. My son is in Austin, Texas. My son is in Austin, Texas, and my other son is in Houston, Texas. I used to live in Texas. I used to live in Houston. So I'm pretty sure I'll be in Austin fairly soon. Pennies to the dollar. That's it. That Uber likes to settle pennies to the dollar. I used to live in the Galleria, Bering, B-E-R-I-N-G, by the Galleria. I love Texas. Texas is in my heart. I love Texas. You're from Houston, but you live in Austin. That's awesome. I mean, it's pretty hot over there, right? It's about 80, 85 today. Very hot. You guys are getting like a heat wave after the ice spell. You had snow, and now suddenly you have 80s. It's crazy. Crazy weather. LA. Oh, cool. Nice. So, my friends, with 85 people in the house, please do me a favor, give the video a thumbs up. I'd really want to hear your comments on this. For those who have not seen the Colorado message, it was a mailer sent out to Colorado drivers, a threat, a retaliation email, where they straight up admit it's going to cost you millions of dollars in tips. I don't know why they did it. I really don't know why Dara pulled this dick move or Tony West pulled this dick move. I don't know. All I know is it's not cool. We got John in the house. Based on Uber taking away the ability to tip in Colorado, to advertise or tell these riders to tip on Zelle? Good point. Cash or Zelle? Exactly. I think you come up with a very good one there. The more we can educate the rider, the passenger, about their dick moves. Did you know Uber did this? Did you know Uber took away your ability to tip? Do you know that this is retaliation and punishment for the new law, where we pushed for foot the driver is receiving? The driver should always know what the rider is paying. Do you realize that Uber just punished you, the rider, and us by taking away the ability to tip? So you got a very good point there. Educate the rider, educate the passenger as much as possible. When do you have a chance to educate the driver? During your trip. And you can do it in a very polite way. Now, if they're on a computer or on the phone, obviously you don't want to disturb them. But if they want to get into a conversation, educate them. Let them know who Uber is. Let them know how Uber rolls. Explain what a dick Dara is, right? So people need to understand that Uber is interfering in the transaction between the rider and the driver. It's pure retaliation. New York City minimum. $5.36. You know what the minimum is in France? Paris, France, Marseille, France, Lyon, France. $10. $10 is the starting point. And when the French strike, when the French go on protest, they're just like the people from Amsterdam. They stick it, my friends. They stick it to Uber. They're hardcore. They stick together. Sadly, with all of these illegal accounts here in the United States, it's hard to consolidate. It's hard to act with power because you have all of these little pigeons and chickens that'll drive for nothing. For nothing. You will never ever be able to achieve a $10 minimum like France received or pushed for, achieved. We wouldn't be able to pull that off in the United States because 50% go this way, 50% go that way. Yeah, they're only playing you're right, Uber and Lyft only play these stupid little games in the United States. I still believe California is the number one market. This law that Colorado has, California should have it. But if California would achieve it, Uber's going to turn around and say, no, we're going to cut off your tips. And then here's the shocking thing. They admitted black and white in their message today. Drivers are going to lose millions of dollars. But you tell me, if that's not punishment or retaliation, what is? What is? Billy's in the house. I worked Gasparilla 2 weekends ago, and they kept sending me rides for areas that were blocked off. Interesting, huh? You block those areas off and they still sending you those. I mean, come on, man. Sorry you had to go through that. I have a snail in front of me here. Let me get around this snail. God. That's like driving 50 miles an hour on a highway. This is just for dropping just for dropping a fob off. Not a human, I just dropped the fob off by Redlands. 1, 2, 4, 5, 6, 7, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19. Nice. I like this. Cash, private client. No human in the car, just a fob. I delivered a fob because they lost the fob. They lost the car fob, so I drove the spare key. It's the first time I've driven a spare key somewhere. Oh, on February the 23rd, I'm going to be in Vegas. My client wants me to pick up their kids in Los Angeles and accompany them, security, on a flight. They've booked my flights to Vegas and back, plus pay, plus security pay. I used to have a security company in South Africa, and that's something, my friends. I hired a lot of armed Pan-African Congress fighters, rebels. I used to have them on my payroll, rebels. AK-47 Kalashnikovs, armed to the T. Nobody would mess with these characters. Educate the riders, educate the riders, educate the riders, educate the riders. Let's say it all together. Educate the riders. How scummy, how dirty these companies play. Educate the riders. Everyone in the United States, every country, educate the rider. And the sooner you start converting your riders to private clients, you're going to be making the money, the real money, the proper money that you deserve. Not these trashy little Trip Radar crappy offers. Sickening, man. Sickening what they pay us. It's sickening how they treat us. Start converting. I got a real job, my friend. I have a few companies, so anybody needs to get a real job, it's C money. Doesn't sound like you're doing all too well, right? Trip Radar is the bottom of the barrel. It's like, you know, in an auction, when they're selling a car, the price goes up and up and up and up. Highest bidder gets the car. Trip Radar works the opposite way. They're bidding it down, 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 down. Who is going to take the lowest shitty offer on Trip Radar? It's an auction house for the shittiest trip offers. That's what it is. Actually, tomorrow there's a auction by the airport. I need to have a look at what cars they are auctioning. They auction everything. RVs, cars, motorbikes, trailers, jet skis, everything. Frederick Gregory in the house. They don't want the riders to know anything. That's why they brought the lawsuit. Don't shame us. God forbid, don't tell the rider. Do not tell the rider what the driver is getting. They're too ashamed. They even said it. I mean, they admitted. They showed their true colors. They used the wording, this is to shame us. Yeah, you should be ashamed. You should be ashamed. And we should shame them all over the world, not just in the United States. We should shame them by educating the rider. Let me repeat that. We should shame the companies by educating the rider. This is what's going on. They're retaliating. They're punishing. They don't want you to see what the driver is receiving. They don't want the driver to see what you are paying. Educate the riders at every single opportunity, especially when you get into a conversation with those riders and you just hit it off. You're having a good time, great dialogue, great conversation back and forth. Aha, here is my opportunity. It's a great trip, great passengers. Here is my opportunity to educate the rider. How you doing, Richard, in the house? Good to see you. Hit the thumbs up, everyone, please. Thumbs up, thumbs up, thumbs up. Everybody, thumbs up. 72 people in the house, 26. All right, so for anyone coming into the live feed, study that thumbnail. Uber admitting, they're literally admitting that they're punishing and retaliating. Why? Because in the wording they say, oh, drivers are going to lose millions of dollars. We're taking the ability away from the rider to tip you during the trip. How else am I supposed to read this message? Please tell me. Am I reading it correctly when I say they are retaliating and punishing? Or is there something I am missing, my friends? Educate me. Please educate me. Oh, I would love to. I'm older than Dara Khosrowshahi. But the one thing I can tell you, and I grew up with boxers. I grew up on the street in South Africa, playing rugby. In every rugby game there was a brawl, and I mean, I'm talking a full-on brawl, like, or you'd fight in the pub. It's just in our DNA. I would love to. I mean, shit, if we could, Dara, can we make that happen, bro? Now, there's another CEO I don't think I would get in the ring with, and that is Mark Zuckerberg. Mark Zuckerberg has phenomenal trainers. Phenomenal. His MMA skills are pretty impressive. But Dara Khosrowshahi, I don't care what belt you have, karate or whatever you do, I would love that. I mean, we could, that would be a great fight. And I'm game, Dara. If you want to arrange it, you can set up an octagon in San Francisco and do a pay-per-view worldwide for all gig workers. And then all that money we raise, we donate to something good. I would donate my proceeds to rebuilding LA after the fires. Billy says, drivers need to learn to use Uber like a dating app. I like that. Instead of looking for a date, you're looking for private clients. That's excellent, Billy. I love that. I love that quote. I'm not going to forget that. That's brilliant, my friend. Just everyone read what Billy said. I love that. Seriously. Really so on point, my friend. Billy, that statement is so on point. And to Dara's wife, Sydney. His wife's name is Sydney. Sydney, I don't know, maybe you don't know this side of your husband, but why does he constantly pull these dick moves? Why does he, what's in his DNA that he has to always, I mean, this is the psychology I'm trying to understand. I have my major in psychology. Why do you always have to punish and steal and take away? Does it have to do with your days in Iran, the way your family was treated? I mean, what's going on beneath the surface there, Dara? Why this weird, crazy behavior? Punish, retaliate, bait and switch, steal. Dara straight up steals, wage theft, $320 million, 280 million or so plus just from Uber. So I can use those words. He steals. Shaving and stealing is probably how this guy grew up. I've no other explanation, my friends. And again, educate me. Educate me. Why does he pull these dick moves all the time? One dick move after the other. Ryan says you all know it's a lose-lose situation. No, Ryan, you got to take a losing situation and turn it into a positive. And I'll tell you how easy it is, Ryan. So yeah, if you continue on UberX in that hamster wheel, grinding out 25, 30, 35, 40 trips a day, running a gazillion miles on your car, yeah, that is a lose-lose situation for you. Your car's losing, you losing, your bank account's losing. It's a lose-lose-lose situation. But if you go on the app and you use it to your benefit, I teach the ways, and I've over 400 clients, my friends. I teach you the ways how to turn that losing trip, and when I say losing trip, 70% for them, 30% for you, turn it into 100% for you by converting their riders and passengers into your own private clients. Listen to Jeff Watts. I've been preaching this for years, and when I saw Jeff Watts get his SUV and step into that arena, I'm like, yeah, baby. Another one, another person taking their power back. And man, was I happy for him. He actually made a video where he didn't do one single app ride, not one single Uber and Lyft ride in 1 month, because he was filled up on private trips. And guess what? Those private trips are paying him 100%. Now, what is holding you back? What is holding you back from getting your own private clients? Answer me. It's not a tough question. Why are you hesitating? Where is the resistance that you're saying, oh, I cannot convert these riders into my own clients? Where is the resistance? Where is the barrier? You get the tips a week later. That's a bit suspect. I mean, do I think that advantage mode, look, they tested advantage and standard mode in a handful of cities. And this is the pattern. This is the pattern that I always see with Uber and Lyft. They come up with an idea. They call it a pilot project. We're piloting this idea in 5 or 10 cities. If it works, and when I say if it works, it means if it is making them money. Doesn't mean you are making money. If it is working for them, then they duplicate that formula in a country, in all countries. So this advantage and standard mode is clearly working for them. And I mean, what are the advantages of advantage mode? What, 5% more? Bullshit. I say stay in standard mode and become a cherry picking champion. Stay in standard mode and become a cherry picking champion. And stay in standard mode and convert as many riders and passengers into your own private clients. Those are the two suggestions I make to you. And if you can, do me a favor, light up the screen with cherry emojis. Let's flood the screen with cherries, with cherry emojis. Let's show Dara how we roll. We don't buy into your advantage standard mode bullshit, into your little pilot AI abusive algorithm bullshit. No, we cherry pick. And we convert your clients to our clients. Why? Because you believe the only way to deal with a driver is to extract, to steal, take their tips. I mean, they're admitting it. They're admitting it right there, black and white. You're going to lose millions of dollars in tips. There it is. There it is. There's the first cherries. Matthew's got cherries. Aaliyah's got cherries. Billy's got cherries. Light it up with cherries, baby. Make me hungry. I want cherries right now. Cherry, cherry lady. Light it up, light it up, light it up. Cherry mode. Let's go, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to cherry mode. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to cherry mode. Dara, Dick, Koroshawi move. The answer, the retaliation, our retaliation are cherries, filled with vitamin C, filled with opportunities, filled with self-worth. We call them cherries. Nice, nice. Thank you. Thank you for lighting it up with cherries. That makes me smile. You guys put a big smile on my face. Thank you. All right, my friends, I am going to wind down. Maybe stop for a cup of tea and get a second wind. But I appreciate you all for being in the stream tonight. I really appreciate all the cherries and all the love, all the cherry picking. I love it. And if you're coming into the video, if you're a Colorado driver, I'm very interested in hearing your comments, your input on this. And if you drive in any other state, how would you interpret this message that Uber/Dara Dick Move Koshoshawi sent out to all the Colorado drivers? How do you interpret it? I interpret it as punishment and retaliation. And I wish you all a beautiful night. Rick, Stanley in the house. I appreciate you all. Hit the like button on the way out. Share the video, maybe Twitter or x.com, Facebook groups. Just let's get it out. Because we need to push for transparency in every single state, no matter what punishment they're trying to bring to us. We need to push for transparency, meaning every rider and every driver, when the trip is over, we should know each other's numbers. What did you pay? What did I receive? What did you pay? What did I receive? Every state, every country, every city. Transparency. Something Dara Koshoshawi and David Risher certainly don't like, that word transparency. They like to muddy the waters. They like to keep it dirty. They like to keep you in the dark. They like to keep you in the dark, my friends. They do not want you to see the light. They would prefer to keep you in the dark. As little as possible, as little information for the driver and the rider as possible. Because we shall not be shamed, says Uber. How dare you shame us? And because you shamed us, we are now going to punish you. We're going to take the ability away to tip. How sad is that, my friends? In Sydney, why don't you try a total dick move with your husband? Take something away from him. See how he feels. Let him get an appetizer. Let him get a taste. Sad. Sad, sad people. And definitely the most hated CEO in the United States right now, Dara Khosrowshahi. Because all he can do is dick move after dick move after dick move. So I ask you, my friends, educate your rider, educate your rider, educate the next rider and the next rider, and start converting these riders into your own clients. It is the only way you are going to step into your self-worth. God bless you all. Mark, hit me up. My email and that is underneath in the description. Hit me up and I will answer you there. Any other questions? If you have questions, hit me up by email, please. Not to my phone, my private phone. Send me an email. I will get back to you. I appreciate you all. If you haven't hit the like button yet, please do so. If you haven't shared the video and educated other drivers and riders, please do so. And Colorado drivers, your feedback would be greatly appreciated. In fact, everybody's feedback on this one, greatly appreciated. God bless you all. Keep those windows up. Keep the doors locked. Pepper spray. Keep yourself safe. You're the number one. Safety